bolted off to Montreal, determined to get his scattered life in order. After the river film, his nomadic lifestyle took him through Toronto, Tamworth, and Montreal, leaving a trail of belongings with friends. Returning to Leo's house, he teamed up with his Californian fashionista friend Audrey Thomas to thrift new outfits and part with old ones. Funnily enough, he found a painting Audrey had mailed him years prior, a mystical woman that meant a lot to him. After a week in Montreal, Tan felt it was time to set sail to the Dominican Republic. He bought a last-minute flight, hoping to find a focused work environment to further his online ventures with his newly acquired tech skills. As a final weekend of Canadian fun, Tan decided to head back to the small town of Tamworth for Canada Day. Tan booked a pop ride and managed to get a ride down to Napanee, the town where the beloved Avril Lavigne originates from. Jake Bear and the small-town charm of Tamworth gave him another eye-opening experience of the awesomeness that is Canada.
Go!
Wow, that is fast. That is quite fast.
He also met an American woman whose grandfather had migrated from Tamworth to upstate New York. She would later open his eyes again with another blast of adventures and teachings. The morning after Canada Day, Tan was informed by his news curator friend Jules that a hurricane had just emerged near the Dominican Republic. After a few days of hesitation, he decided it was a sign from above to reconsider his plans. He spent the rest of the week in Tamworth stacking firewood with Bear and contemplating the feasibility of a home base there. After a twisted tea at a local bar, Tan decided he needed to get his Canadian driver's license to facilitate the wildly mobile life he found himself living. Tan booked a last-minute drive test in Brampton. He once had his license in San Diego, but never bothered to convert it over once he moved up north. Tan spent 2 hours trying to learn how to pass the test with a Punjabi man in his 60s he found on the internet, but he failed the drive test in the first 4 minutes. Unsure of what to do next, he decided to follow his gut and took up an invitation from Alawara to come down to New York and learn how to drive her way. Shortly after failing the test, he booked it straight to upstate New York.